what is the gap between what colleges teach and what companies expect? Does the current academic curriculum prepare students for the real world?
Future Spaze, I've already unlocked it. We have cracked the secret code.
Coming to the main issue that a lot of students who are engineering pass outs and who have these technical degrees, why are they not getting high paying jobs?
Code smart, use tech wisely, and let innovation take you to the top.
Today we have with us a true game changer from the edtech industry, Mr. Ravi Shankar Aradhya. He is a serial entrepreneur with over 17 years of experience. He has mentored thousands of students and working professionals. He is the CEO of Future Spaze, an innovative platform that bridges the gap between classroom education and real-world tech skills. With the passion of upskilling India's youth, Mr. Aradhya is transforming how students should prepare for careers in the software industry and at the same time aim at getting high-paying jobs, which is ultimately every engineering student's dream. Hello, Mr. Aradhya. Thank you so much for giving us your time today. And I'm super excited to be having this conversation with you and talking about this issue. So, before being an entrepreneur, you're also a teacher.
Yeah.
Could you tell us something about Future Spaze and how you founded this?
Yeah, thanks for that. So, basically, I'm a teacher where I eat, sleep, and breathe teaching. It's my passion. And coming to Future Spaze, it's a next-gen online platform which delivers the latest technology for freshers and working professionals so that they are in sync with what the software industry currently requires.
Right.
Yeah.
So, coming to the main issue that a lot of students who are engineering pass outs and who have these technical degrees, why are they not getting high paying jobs? Like, why is it such a struggle for Indian students to get high paying jobs?
Yeah, the struggle is not about only Indian students. The struggle is throughout the globe. And before we discuss about the high-paying jobs, it's a job that we need to discuss. So most of them are not able to get a job itself. With the recent survey, whatever we have with us, every year in India there are around 1.5 million students who pass out as engineers.
Right.
Out of which only 10% of them are getting the software jobs. So if you can just imagine, out of those 10% now, if somebody is aiming for a high-paying job, the numbers are very, very minimal. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So what is the deeper cause of this? I mean, is it because of the syllabus or is it because of the company standards, the companies, what they expect?
Yeah, syllabus to some extent they have been refining, but there are minor gaps still that exist, and that is understandable also, because in software industry every day new inventions do happen, and overnight you can't keep changing the syllabus, and moreover the expectation of the companies from the last few years have drastically changed. Right. So coming back to your point of why students are not getting high paying jobs, if you have to break it down, you have a couple of reasons for that. One, today industry is expecting those students who have problem solving ability, and this comes only through implementing projects in real time, and internships have to be done regularly when they are in the engineering, when they are doing their engineerings. So internships are implemented by colleges. They are made compulsory, right? Then what is the issue? I mean, I agree. It has now been made mandate that in the last year they have to do their internship.
Right.
The sad reality is that the implementation of internship is not done the way it has to be done. So it is really negating the every essence of you telling that students have hands-on experience.
Right. So what is the gap between what colleges teach and what companies expect?
So with respect to the gaps that are being present in the academic syllabus, yes, the college people are trying their best to minimize the gap. As I'm again trying to reiterate that these gaps exist because students are not able to develop that problem solving ability. So that ability they will develop only when this project and internships are implemented the way it has to be done. Till then, this problem do exist. Yeah.
So, sir, does the current academic curriculum prepare students for the real world?
So answering to that, the academics are meant to provide degree for a student. It is up to the student to upskill himself and be relevant to the industry. As I initially told you that every day new inventions are being done, new technologies get added to the software industry. We can't expect the syllabus to change overnight.
Right.
So it is up to the students so that they upskill themselves and be relevant to what industry asks for.
But sir, coming back to the same question, why are students still not getting placed and getting high paying jobs?
Yeah, so answering to that, getting high paid jobs requires a structured approach of learning. So I think with our analysis of market and the research that we have done on the student mindset, there is no such structured approach from the students to crack these high paying jobs. And secondly, you should be very, very strong in the basics. And the third one is that you should constantly put in effort for 4 to 5 months. Only then students can be cracking a high paying job.
Right. So what according to you is a structured approach?
Yeah. So when you tell structured approach, again, I have to again reiterate on how the projects are implemented, how the internships are done, how crystal clear the concepts of each and every subjects are there at the mind of the student is very important. We at Future Spaze, what we have done is in the last few years we have done quite a few research on the mindset of the current generation and what the industry is looking for. Keeping this in mind, we have now cracked the code for cracking the high paying jobs.
Right. So how should students prepare and what kind of courses should they pursue alongside in order to upskill?
So if you have to see the current relevance to the industry, full stack using Java or Python is a must in combination with yourself preparing for the product based companies. These two as a combination is a must for a student to get a job or land himself a high paying job. These two are must.
But sir, don't you think that this is like too much for freshers to start with?
Yeah, yes. If in case, again, I have to reiterate on that, if you don't have a structured approach, everything seems to be difficult. But that is where platforms like Future Spaze comes into play, where, as I have already told you, we have cracked the secret code which would help the student to land himself into a high paying job.
So can you explain or elaborate on this new teaching method that you've innovated?
Here is where platforms like Future Spaze comes into play, where we are now implementing a new methodology of teaching which will convey each and every concept to the students in such a way that irrespective of his engineering background, irrespective of his demographic place from where he is coming from, this new methodology would help the student to understand each and every concept in a crystal clear manner.
Can you tell us more about the new teaching method that you're talking about?
Yeah, in this methodology at Future Spaze, we believe in chalk and talk, which is the best way of delivery, where we write and then deliver concepts, which is missing in most of the online platforms today. So that we have made it has a rule that every trainer at Future Spaze will be writing and then teaching, which happens to be the best mode of deliveries from decades. Along with it, we also have technologically advanced visuals, which will help the students to understand the most complex concepts. And moreover, here we see to that whenever a student is learning, the process is a fun. So we see to that learning is fun at Future Spaze. Yeah.
Right. And you were talking about the importance of problem solving that every student should know for, getting jobs. So how do you improve problem solving skills in students?
The courses that we have designed at Future Spaze are primarily based on improving the problem solving ability of a student, where the complete focus is on building project projects, how it is done in the real time, the exact replica we do it at Future Spaze. And internal to the course itself, we have certain internships that we will be conducting to the students, so that he is more aware about how industry standard projects are built. Through this, we see to that every student who is being trained at Future Spaze develops that ability of problem solving.
Right. And coming to students who are from non-metropolitan cities, what about them? Like, can they get high-paying jobs too?
Yeah. One thing is, when we teach, we don't bifurcate student based on their demographic region or whether they're from metropolitan cities or not. That's one thing. And moreover, knowledge does not have a zip code. So that's one thing we have kept it very clear.
Right.
And more importantly, the way the teaching is done at Future Spaze is that we don't expect any knowledge from the student. So that's one thing we have made it as a base for every trainer at Future Spaze. And more importantly, no matter how complex the concepts are, we see to that every student attending our course would be able to understand from scratch.
Coming back to this same question, I know I'm asking you this again, but I want to kind of specifically ask you, how should students and working professionals aim at getting high-paying jobs, or how should they try getting it?
Yeah, coming back to the same discussion again, I have to again repeat the same thing, telling that you should have a structured approach, and there is a specific way in which you have to approach yourself for cracking a high-paying job. Randomly, you can't pick subjects and ready and land yourself a high-paying job. That's not going to happen. Second, consistent effort should be there for a certain amount of time. And finally, yes, your basic should be very strong. So more importantly, what we are trying to tell is, we want everybody to aspire for a high-paying job, and the secret to land yourself a high-paying job, Future Spaze, I've already unlocked it. So in the coming sessions, definitely I'll be discussing in depth and in length on that. Yeah.
Right, so and what according to you is the future of the tech careers in India? Like over the next 2-3 years, what according to you is the future?
Yeah, India now is at the edge of a major digital revolution, or we can also tell we are already in that process of digitizing everything. And today, software is not an entity which is specific to one industry. Every other industry today are aligning themselves with the new AI things that are coming in, the automated softwares. So one thing what I can be very sure about is, no matter how many new technologies come into the industry, so if your basics are very strong, you are always relevant to the industry. That is for sure.
Right. I mean, there's so much to learn from you today. There was so much to learn. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm sure students watching this video out there, they're going to learn a lot out of this and understand what is the structured approach, like you said, like you mentioned, and how Future Spaze is going to help them take it forward. So thank you so much for your time.
And thank you. So as I've been telling from the beginning, so if you want to land a high-paying job, you can aspire for that. It is not something that is out of reach. Every student can aspire it, and we as a team at Future Spaze, we have unlocked the code to land every student their dream jobs. So what the structured approach is, we would definitely discuss in the coming sessions. Thank you.
So guys, as you all saw, we were in conversation with Mr. Ravi Shankar Aradhya, who is the CEO of Future Spaze, who gave us so much insights on how can a student crack high-paying jobs. As you heard, there's a structured approach to this, and Future Spaze has cracked the code. So you guys should definitely check this innovative platform. And thank you so much, sir, for being on this show, giving us your time and giving us so many insights on this.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.